Welcome to the showcase event to end the university season. University of Sheffield versus Sheffield Hallam, a repeat of the final game of the Bucks season, where Hallam managed to scramble a draw against University of Sheffield. Joined alongside me today is Sam Chadwick. Sam, what are your thoughts of the game today?
Well, it promises to be a great game today. Obviously, the two teams very close in the Bucks League. The weather's perfect for football. There's a big crowd on, and after all the troubles with COVID, obviously this is only the second varsity after it. I'm sure everyone's going to enjoy it very much.
We're hoping the heavens don't open here at the sports park today, but we'll go through the 2-11s. For Sheffield Hallam this afternoon, James Williams starts in goal. Cam Coop is at left back, Elliot Burrell at right back, Lewis Allen and Corey Kelleher make up the defence. Across midfield, Fraser Cook, Josh Millen and Brandon Bradbury, as well as Rio Murray, make up the midfield. And up top, Luca De Falco and Will Montero are looking to continue their good form up.
And for the University of Sheffield, we've got Elliot McKee in goal, Charlie Line at right back, with the captain Ollie McGee at centre back, along with Eddie Norton. And then at left back, we've got Kieran Owusu-Agyemang, then Gino Chesko, Max LeBlond and Ed Berry make up a midfield three, with a front three of Seb Robbermond, Jamie Schofield, who's their top scorer, and Alec Wallace.
Well, Hallam have the bragging rights across the 22-23 season, but that all goes out of the window when it comes to varsity. Even that 4-0 win on February the 1st will probably be long in their minds. Sam, again, it just comes down to 90 minutes of football today.
Well, yeah, you talk about in professional football, derbies, they just take place in the 90 minutes and anything can happen. There's a big crowd on, people are going to be playing up for the crowd, and yeah, it's going to be a great game. Maybe a little feisty, but I'm sure the ref will have his hands full today.
Yeah, I was down at the fourths earlier on in today and finished 1-0 to Hallam, a big 3 points there for them. But most of the time the ball was on the ground, and so were the players after a couple of hack challenges. It's never a dull affair, is it?
Absolutely not, no. And we see the players lining up now. I'm sure they'll be very nervous. There'll be a lot of nervous tackles going in the first 10 minutes, I'm sure, but I think it'll be a very entertaining game for all.
Going through the rituals now, always a big moment for varsity when the teams run up, do their pre-match photos.
I have to say the pitch is looking immaculate as well.
We had a walk on it earlier, didn't we? And
yeah.
You said it's good enough to put a metal stud in it.
Yeah, perfect for a game like today.
Were you a handy player in your day?
Well, I'd say so, yeah. Tried out for left back for Hallam, but obviously wasn't good enough, so now I've got to turn that into commentary.
Well, University of Sheffield have the bragging rights when it does come to varsity after that 3-2 win last year, and they're also in the lead in this year's varsity as well. It was 10-4 at the start of the day here at Box Park. The rugby is going on behind us. Obviously the men's fourths, one for Hallam, so they're just trying to close the gap on their city counterparts. Where do you think varsity is going to finish this year?
Well, obviously University of Sheffield usually win by quite a margin when it comes to the overall scores, but I'm sure Hallam have put up a good fight again this year, and we'll see how close it is at the end.
Always waiting for the man in black, and bounces the ball about.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just as nervous as the players are. I'm sure he'll have plenty of decisions to make today as well.
See, this is my first varsity back after 2 years of COVID. Did you come down to varsity last year?
No, I didn't actually. Obviously I missed first year of uni, so I think I missed the importance of varsity in second year, and then I saw all my friends go in and thought, this is something I have to get involved with, and luckily I'm here doing commentary, and yeah, it should be great fun.
Always fun moment, isn't it, when you walk out with the referee, but you also have to check your boots, check your studs at the back as well. It's all a little bit ritualistic, isn't it?
Very formal, yeah.
Even the referee's giving a bit of a smile as he
big picture.
Posing for the camera.
I'm sure it'll look great.
Do you think he done his hair today? There were some interesting hairstyles across the rugby today, wasn't there?
Yes, yeah. Something about the rugby lads, I'm not sure they care about what their hair looks like, so I'm not sure what it was, a shaved head with a mullet in the back?
Gorgeous. We're walking out, we're ready to go. And the ball goes on the spot, the captains will do their toss, and we'll get ready to go underway. University of Sheffield versus Sheffield Hallam in varsity is next. So as the boys go into their huddles just before the game, you've had a chance to sift through the players today, Sam. Who do you think is going to be the difference maker for either side?
Well, we've got Luca DeFalco for Sheffield Hallam, who's their top scorer this season. He scored 9 goals, and he'll be playing up front in the number 7. An interesting player for Uni of Sheffield as well, the right winger Seb Robberman, is come all the way from Australia. Apparently he's a big personality in the dressing room as well.
Girls, can you just go behind the barriers, please?
Ready to go underway. It looks like University of Sheffield in their glorious yellow shirts, black shorts and black socks are going to get us underway. As the crowd starts to sift over from the rugby. Of course they want to prefer a better sport. Ready to go, G'd up. University of Sheffield versus Sheffield Hallam at the 2023 Varsity. And we're underway to a roar from the fans. And immediately Sheffield stick the ball over to the right hand side and back into centre half. Lovely little flick in midfield and a direct ball early. Don't expect University's teams to play direct for most of the 90 minutes. Very technical side, both of them, and never seen that in their league possessions.
Yeah, it was a good start for Robberman there. He looks like he's playing more of a central role on the right wing. The number 21 there. Played a ball over the top just to test the defence.
Free header in the middle there for Eddie Norton. Back into the side. Towering defenders there. Very tall lineup.
Yeah, they look like 4 very tough centre backs for both teams, I think.
The goals have not been few and far between the two sides this season. 8 goals in both games.
Robberman getting involved again there. Strong tackle on Elliot Burrell at right back. Rest another word.
And it's just going to set the tone for this afternoon, isn't it?
That really will set the tone.
They'll let them know you're there, Amount. Immediately, the referee taking the name of Robberman.
Sure, Burrell will know he's there now.
It's strange from the referee's point of view. You don't want to be dishing out the cards too early into the game.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to set a precedent. Make sure they play football instead of kicking each other up in the air.
The referee is not the centre of attention today. Make sure that it's all about the football.
It's a long name to spell, to be fair.
And a yellow card inside the first couple of minutes of the game. If it sets the precedent for today, we could have a couple of sending offs. It's a hefty challenge, take nothing away from that,
Very
but
hefty, yeah.
the first challenge of the match, you want a little bit of leniency from the referee today.
Could be seeing a lot of cards after that, I think.
Hallam with the free kick then. They've sent the cavalry forward. Over the halfway line it goes. Towards Millen. Cut out there by Robberman, who's at the heart of the action at the moment. He's just won a foul for his side.
Robberman involved again there.
He's fired up today.
Yeah, he is. There's a high tackle on him. I think it was 11 there.
A high tackle on Robberman, blimey. He must be 6'6". The beauty of the rivalry is that the heckles come clean.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you'll pick up any of the language we're witnessing next to us, but we apologise.
G, the uni of centre back with the free kick. Towards Burrell on the left hand side. Robberman always the target. You feel like he's going to be the man that is it. Everything is toward his head.
Definitely focal point today. Playing just in behind the striker. They're going to look to him for winning quite a lot of goals.
Forward over the top, chance for Montero to chase for Sheffield Hallam. It's a good foot race here between him and Charlie Line. Line tries to shepherd it out for a throw in, does very well.
Done well there, yeah.
Good defending by Line. You see that's going to be an interesting battle through the rest of the 90 minutes.
Yeah, showing good pace there, to be fair.
4 minutes into this one, Robberman over the top towards the pace of Jamie Schofield. No flag at the moment, flick rather back towards Berry. Maybe a chance in the early exchanges for Union, but suddenly Hallam can come forward on the counter-attack. Hefty challenge by G, and the referee doesn't think that's a foul.
It looked like a foul to me. It did look like a foul to me.
What is that?
It's a tough challenge by Ollie Gee, that, the captain.
Suddenly the linesman's flagging for a handball, I think it was, or a pull of the shirt. Looks like the officials have got their instructions to flag and to blow at any opportunity. They don't want to kill the game, do they?
No, they don't. I think they're doing okay. Looked like a foul over there, but I'm sure the ref's trying to let it go.
Line it right back for Uniov. Forward ball cut out in the midfield by Brandon Bradbury. Bradbury drives forward. Good run there by the Hallam captain. Forward into the path of Montero. DeFalco looks for the overlap. Ball into the middle. This is Montero actually. But it's out for a goal kick.
It's the right idea. Montero was free at the back post there. Could be something to look out for the rest of the game.
Robberman looking for the short option.
Definitely wants to be involved. And I'm thinking of a prime wing Rooney, the way he's running up and down the pitch, especially with the aggression as well.
Towards Robberman on the left wing, does win the header. It's a lovely header into the path of Berry, but it's flicked up and out of play by Lewis Allen. Well watched by the Hallam centre half. Interesting first 5 minutes of the game, Sam.
Interesting, yeah, it's scrappy. I think both teams are just looking to get themselves into it. Robberman heavily involved, I think, but neither team looking to get the ball on the floor.
Owusu with the throw for Union towards the penalty area. Now cut out in midfield there by Chesko. Well work by Hallam to get the ball away and out for a throw.
Again there, Bradbury. Just looks to take control of that midfield.
Help him, Jay! You need to help out Norton!
Forward over the top, headed away by G. This is one touch.
Not fancy heading that one.
A little bit too close to the fence there. I'd say before the game I'd aim for the camera if I was a fullback. Up the line.
It is a prime time.
Challenging for it for Uniov, and he'll win the throw. In fact, it's a free kick to Hallam. Dangerous opportunity here. Just over 7 minutes played here at Sports Park.
It's a little inconsistent from the referee there. I think there was more of a foul before, but he's chosen to give this free kick. It's a good position as well.
Millen, who's been on set pieces this season, has his first chance to deliver into the middle. Hallam have only left two back. If they can get first blood here. How's the concentration by the Uniov defenders?
Yeah, it's a deep line from this free kick.
Sent into the middle, and it goes all the way through and out for a goal kick.
Lucky, it's a decent ball in.
It's into the right area, but you just feel that Uniov are... Sorry.
Bless you.
You just feel like Uniov are going to win the aerial battles today. They look a physical side.
Yeah, they're definitely aiming for Robberman. It's like a big personality.
Very pretty boots as well.
Yeah, lovely. It's clean them especially as well.
Header in midfield by Chesko. He receives it again in the centre circle. Forward ball towards Robberman. Did he go too early? The linesman doesn't think so. Robberman can deliver into the middle. It's headed away in the midfield there by Kelleher. Helped further clear by Hallam. Dangerous ball into the middle by Robberman, but well watched by the Hallam defence.
Bradbury again getting involved. Just trying to pick up those second balls and make something of Hallam, definitely.
Owusu left footed in towards the middle. Headed away. Flicked up to the halfway line. Stolen in midfield, but good work from Ollie G to come across and get his foot in and win the ball for Uniov. Quick throw now though, Montero chasing afterwards, and G is looking a little bit nervy as he's on the ball, but hooked into touch. Very much a direct style to the way that Hallam are playing at the moment. Every pass seems to be forward at the moment.
Yeah, well, I think both teams are looking direct early. I suppose an early goal would really give them momentum. It'll be interesting to see if they start to get it down more as the game goes on and try and play a bit more football maybe.
Might be able to spark the crowd into life as well.
Yeah.
Certainly more of a Uniov contingent here.
A long throw as well. Cam Coop.
of an argument in midfield. I'm not entirely sure what happened on that occasion.
Maybe a few words have been said.
This referee's already dipped into his pocket once. Just calm down, lads, calm down.
Massive ball. Definitely setting up for a long throw in it. It'll be interesting to see if this is if it's a weapon going on.
Coop with the throw for Hallam. And towards the centre circle, it's right into the 6-yard box. There's a Hallam touch in there, but it's headed away. Coop again with a decent ball in. It's the first touch of the game for Williams.
It's two good deliveries from Coop there. He's got a very flat long throw, which could be a great weapon in this game, and then a decent ball in as well.
Hallam on top, 10 minutes played at the sports park. A late foul as well. Interesting to see how many times the referee's blown his whistle already.
Yeah, it's interesting he gave a yellow first challenge of the game. There's been a few strong challenges after that, and he's not given a yellow since.
Since the yellow card, Robberman does not really put himself about as much as probably you would have thought.
No, he's still involved, but I think maybe holding back a bit in those challenges.
No doubt that this free kick will go towards Robberman's head. He does rise above and wins the header into the path of Berry in the middle. Hallam can slice it away.
It's well played from Hallam. It was a good header from Robberman.
Picked up in midfield by Chesko. Flicks away. A couple of deflections, but Hallam are able to pass it away. Can they come forward now, the Maroon? Montero was screaming for it on this right-hand side. In fact, it goes out to DeFalco on the left. Now into the path of Millen. Space to run into. Space on this right-hand side now, but Hallam happy to recycle the ball and play it
Football.
to Burrell here at right back. Not trying to force the issue.
No. I think it's the first time in the game we've seen a string of passes, but here come Uniov.
Sheffield. Space on the right-hand side now. Chesko. Good challenge again by Coop. The ball towards DeFalco was easy for G. Good battle there between Berry and Burrell. Montero happy to lay it all the way back to the centre half.
Yeah, just like to see Hallam get the ball down on the floor a bit now. Montero finding a bit of room out on this right wing as well.
Chance for Hallam to get their foot on the ball further. Sent the ball out right foot. Bradbury's got 3 asking for the ball forward.
He's heavily involved, Alan, in possession play, definitely.
There is space for Hallam to knock the ball about at the moment. The pressing from Uniov is not as intense
They're
as...
allowing him to bring it. Suppose expecting a mistake.
Burrell v Berry. Well, the news today is that Soccer AM is ending, but that was a bit of a all aboard the showboat from Burrell.
Yeah, it was. Maybe he'd have made it onto the Techers compilation then.
Montero on the right-hand side. Now space for Millen on the edge of the box. Can he get a shot away? It's well blocked down there by Norton. And poked away. Only as far as Bradbury. His eyes lit up and he wins the foul quite cleverly there, Bradbury.
Yeah, it's good from Bradbury again. We're just starting to see a bit more sustained pressure from Hallam now, and it's a good position for a free kick here.
They're definitely getting into the areas that they want to be as well.
Yeah.
Possession seems to be working at the moment.
Yeah, I think they're the first team to kind of try and get the ball down and play, and it's working for them.
Uniov are going a bit aggressive in the challenges as well, and they're allowing Hallam to get these free kicks in dangerous positions.
Yeah, probably backing themselves to clear these free kicks.
It's probably a bit too far out to have a crack from here, but McGee hasn't really been tested just of yet.
There's the wind blowing.
Millen over the free kick. It is towards goal and straight into the midriff of McGee.
Worth an effort.
First shot on target of the game.
Yeah. Could have bounced in front of the keeper maybe. Maybe been a bit more difficult.
Good decisiveness in the Hallam back line. Murray's able to turn in midfield. Millen has just had that shot away. Space now for Montero to come forward. Just a little bit behind Burrell. Foul's on Burrell. May have given away a foul in that process.
No one backing out of challenges here, definitely. Some more fruity language going on there. I think we're starting to see Murray get on the ball a bit more as well for Hallam. 6 goals from midfield this season.
Awusa. Forward towards Berry. All swept up at the back there by Kelleher. Now Millen on the counter-attack for Hallam. He's got a bit of option forward, but it was more of a hopeful ball towards his strike partners. Unioff ball into the middle. It's a good touch in the middle. Might fall here for Berry. Swept away.
Game's just starting to open up a bit now. Much more end to end.
Launch forward by Burrell. In possession, in advanced position. Murray, can he deliver a ball in? There's no one in the middle at the moment for a maroon shirt. Murray taking on his man, gets to the byline. Lovely ball into the middle. Well swept up by G.
Brilliant play from Murray there on the right wing. I think he's starting in midfield, but he's found himself on the right wing there, and it's great skill. It's a good clearance as well.
First corner of the game for Hallam. We've had a couple of set pieces already that haven't really troubled the Unioff goal.
Decent balls in though. I think they'll back themselves to get on one of them at least.
Cavalry will certainly be sent forward.
Yeah, we've got Keller going up, but I think Lewis Allen's staying back.
Murray just trying to cause a nuisance in front of the goalkeeper. In swinging corner. Oh, it's a good flick away.
Excellent header away. Who was it in there?
Unioff clear the danger from this position, and Eddie Norton was the hero on that occasion.
That's a brilliant header away. It's a really good ball in, right in between the goalposts.
Under a lot of pressure in that situation. Calm head at the back. Played almost every game this season, Norton. Left hand side towards DeFalco. Can he squeeze in behind? No, it's swept up again. Really off defence.
Much more control now from Hallam.
All the pressure coming from Hallam at the moment. Burrell, can he deliver a first-time ball into the middle? Flicked away by Owusu, and maybe a chance for Schofield to come over the halfway line for Unioff. Well swept up in the middle by Montero, who's doing his defensive duties. And suddenly all the pressure is coming from Hallam.
Yeah, they're really starting to control the possession now. I think so far Hallam are the only team really to have tried to get the ball down and play, although Unioff might have seen to play it.
The only team they lost to this season was Leeds Beckett, who eventually won the title in Bucks 2B.
That's good going. See Real Murray's pushing further forward now as well, just in behind that front three. Just looking to put this pocket on the right.
Hallam looking to seize the initiative of this early pressure. 20 minutes on the clock. It's a loose pass by Magee. Chance here for Murray. It's a poor ball. Montero was screaming for that in the middle. Murray's got to do better in that situation.
If that's the Murray's feet, he has an excellent chance there.
Hallam still with the ball though. It's Coop on that left-hand side. Wins the corner for Hallam. It's just starting to tick now for the Maroon.
It really is, yeah. Yeah, they're really starting to take control now. As we see Craig Kelleher going forward again for the corner. It'll be interesting to see if he can get another good ball into the box. Unioff do seem to be defending these balls in quite well though.
In swinging this time towards the 6-yard area. That's Montero in there. Really good claim by McGee. just settles the nerves of the defenders when the goalkeeper claims like that.
Yeah, there seems to be a calming influence on that defence, definitely. His handling looks good. And he's not rushing his distribution either.
When it comes to grudge matches, when it comes to derbies, when it comes to varsity, they're the kind of characters you need in the dressing room. Hallam come forward again, Montero the target, and he's got round the back. Delivers first time into the middle, space for Murray. Good touch on the first time, and really good block by Ollie G.
That's going into the corner. That's going straight into the corner. It's a brilliant block from Ollie G. Again, they've picked up room on this right-hand side. It's a great ball in, and yeah, that's a fantastic block, isn't it?
Excellent play again by Hallam, being able to break the lines. That early ball to Montero really opened up the Uni of defence, and Murray's first touch was good.
Yeah, it looked like a good finish as well. It's an excellent block from Ollie G. It's definitely something they can exploit, that room on the right as well.
Still 0-0. Corner to Hallam. Chance to in-swing it. Into the middle, headed away again by Norton. And as far as Bradbury might get a second chance. Takes it onto his right foot to the byline. Seems to be working at the moment for Hallam. Getting to the byline, causing the opportunities. That was a very hopeful effort.
He was close with that. He was just trying to flick it behind him. I think the ball was behind him. He was just trying to flick it into that far corner, and I think he was close with that.
Now a chance for Robberman to come forward for Uni of. They've soaked up the pressure and they're in now with Schofield. Shits onto his right foot and slices it wide. It's the best opportunity for Uni of so far.
It's another brilliant block. Yeah, Burrell, he's done well there. He's read the game and he's got in front of it. Otherwise, you've got to think that's a goal.
We noticed earlier that the game has opened up. There's a lot of space for Robberman in midfield to pick the pass of Schofield.
12 goals this season. That's a lot. You've got to expect him to put those away.
Forward again, DeFalco the target, but it's easy for McGee.
Again, keeping very vocal. Elliot McGee. Good distribution as well.
Brought down in midfield by Bradbury. Montero's asking for it on the right-hand side. He tries to go direct to DeFalco. The idea seemed to be there, but the execution not quite happening for Hallam at the moment.
Idea. Got Wallace trying to run off the centre-back side, but way too much on it really.
1 midfield. Schofield seems to be a bit of a danger at the moment. The referee looking for a push in midfield.
A few soft ones he's giving and a few tough tackles that maybe he isn't, but I think the ref is much less of a focus than he was in the early minutes. Got to think Robberman will be the target yet again as well. Just moving to the back post now.
That's a lovely ball in towards Robberman. It is a Uni of head in the middle. Flicked away by Murray. It's a lovely touch there by Line at right back. Get that wrong and Hallam were in. Instead, Berry can drive down this left-hand side. Beats Burrell, can't beat Murray. Murray just no nonsense over the halfway line. There was a work rate over the middle by Hallam, had a touch. There's a really solid work rate at the moment by Hallam.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're certainly covering more miles than Uni of in this first half.
They're really looking to dominate him now.
Millen in midfield. Over the top towards Montero. Not quite in the game as much as he wants to be, but
Did well to hold the ball up there, definitely.
Coop. Down the line towards DeFalco, a little bit loose, but in fact that is DeFalco who's rushed onto the ball. It's turned into a good pass. And Hallam are able to work the ball into the middle. DeFalco, brilliant work, support in the middle. It's a good save by McGee to push it over.
That's an Excellent work from DeFalco there. He picks it up on the wing, drives inside. It's a strong shot, and it's a brilliant palm over from the keeper as well. Alan keep the pressure on. Got another corner.
As a player, though, you have these spells of pressure, and if you don't score, it starts to play on your head.
Yeah. They'll continue to soak it up, Uniov, and Schofield's in it to break.
Chance again from Hallam from the corner. Low this time. A little bit different. And that's Bradbury, and that's over the bar.
Clearly one from the training ground, that one. Bradbury's just come to the near post. It's a good touch as well, but it's put too much on that finish.
I think I'll ask a bit more questions of the Uniov defence now that Hallam have shown their hand. Have the tendency to mix it up.
Perhaps case is made that Hallam's starting to work them out. I think they're doubling up on Robberman now with goal kicks. So he has found a bit of room here.
What do Uniov need to do to get themselves back into this game and get a bit more momentum?
I think the midfield's really important for this game. I think they're both playing threes, and right now, especially Bradbury's got control of that midfield, and I think you need to see Uniov's midfield as they are now, picking the ball up, looking forward and making forward runs.
Berry's made a darting run on the left-hand side. Robberman decides to put it out onto the right. Early ball into the middle towards Schofield, who wins the header, and it's just wide.
It's an excellent ball in that. It's the right idea from Schofield as well. He's just looking to flick it to the keeper's right, but not quite enough on it, I don't think.
Again, positive. When Uniov do come forward, they do look dangerous.
They're definitely looking a lot more direct than Hallam.
Schofield's second chance of the game so far. He had that shot a little bit earlier.
He's getting himself into very good positions, but
He's not the tallest of strikers, but he won that header quite confidently. Burrell towards Montero, heading away. Time for a touch again from the commentary team.
I think I'm testing my right foot more today than I have in the past 5 years.
Looked away, Burrell is the target. Millen might be able to sweep up for Hallam, does deflect here, maybe a chance for Hallam, but the linesman was tentative in putting his flag up, but
Just put it up now.
no VAR in operation here.
They've gone for offside? Yeah, they are. It was an interesting one. It took a deflection.
Fraser Cook looks quite bemused about that. Uniov will be happy with the breaks in play, because when it seems to be on the deck, Hallam are definitely dominating this game up to this point. Can Uniov come forward? It's well blocked out by Hallam, and now Millen come forward to the left-hand side for DeFalco. In fact, that's Coop. Now DeFalco. Coop goes again to the byline. It's too deep in the middle, but Montero will pick it up. He hasn't got a lot of support there. Burrell comes short. Is there an opportunity for Burrell to stick the ball in first time?
It's a waste, really. It was a good opportunity to get a good ball in there, and I'm not sure anyone did.
Robberman looking direct, but Burrell tracks back well. Lovely ball around the back from Robberman into the path of Schofield. Inside the box. Can't wriggle away from the Hallam defence. Really well swept up there by Lewis Allen.
Good ball in behind that. Showed some good pace there as well, Schofield, to get in behind, but just couldn't quite put in there.
Montero looking to drive forward into space. Millen knows that he's got support on that left-hand side. This is Cook. Does go early again this time. No complaints about that one.
I think we're starting to see Union take a little more control of this game. I think the defence are holding a good line as well. Because Hallam were looking to get his bit in behind them as well. It's interesting the role that Rio Murray's playing. He's just kind of hovering in behind that sort of three.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes he hasn't quite found the magic that he has shown in this first half so far. Hallam continued to press. Lovely ball through to Montero. He's in on goal and definitely onside. He's got Fraser Cook in the middle to aim for. Montero. It's a good effort, it's gone all the way through, it's off the post!
Well, what an effort that is. I'm not sure if it was a cross or not, but he's whipped it in with his left foot and it's come off the post. That's so unfortunate.
Luca De Falco coming closest for either side. On the ball again. Drives forward, wins the corner.
De Falco and Montero looking really dangerous when they get on the ball, especially when Hallam break as well.
And they're not just quick up there, they've got a real physical presence as well.
Yeah, good control on the ball as well.
There's been a plethora of corners for Hallam. Here's the latest instalment. 2 arms in the air. High this time. It's pretty poor. I don't know what the referee is calling here. Was it a moving ball, do you think?
I'm sure it was in a quadrant. It's a little picky from the referee, I've got to say. Maybe he's giving in to the crowd.
I think Josh Millen will be the most relieved person out of all of that. It wasn't the best corner in the
Yeah,
world.
it wasn't great.
Cheers coming across the sports park. 2023 Varsity well underway. Day 9 this is, according to the tweets this morning. Millen gets a second opportunity to send in this corner. Still high and still long, and well, a carbon copy of the first one that got ruled out.
It's a waste really, because they were starting to put pressure on from those corners. I think they're looking to sort of whip it in right in between the goalposts, but it's a waste.
Just over half an hour played here. There's really only been one team in it, but Uniov have had their chances. But you feel like this game might rely on a set piece to open the scoring.
Well, yeah, Hallam have had a lot of set pieces. Uniov have had a few as well from sort of the halfway line area, looking to get it into the box.
Looks like Robberman and Berry are going to have another chat. Robberman's already in the book, remember, after the first minute.
Maybe a last warning from them. It's a silly
Maybe
challenge
a
in the
little
first place. Pushed him in the back from a silly position, really, when they had their throw-in.
Robberman just touched the shoulder of the referee there.
Shades of Mitrovic. On until the end of the season.
This is the end of the season for Robberman, so that wouldn't matter.
There is that point. Again with the in-swinger, I think. Definitely a tactic to try and get it on that keeper.
Whipped in, decent area. It's a Hallam head in the back post. Still bouncing about in the middle. Uniov just about get it out to the edge of the box. There is a head injury in there, and I think the referee's done the right decision in stopping the play.
A brilliant challenge in there at the back post, sliding in. I'm not sure who it was, but it looks certain that a Hallam man would slide in and finish there, so it could be a brilliant tackle at that back post.
Uniov have certainly weathered the storm this first half.
Yeah, they're prepared to get themselves stuck in and clear these set pieces, but obviously if they keep giving away these set pieces, then they're going to give away opportunities.
And just feel like the law of averages, one will work for Hallam eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
Robberman, that's a loose touch, but a decent ball out to the right-hand side. A little bit too heavy. Alec Wallace not really being able to bring it down. First time we've really mentioned Wallace today. He's not been in the game so far.
Schofield's putting a lonely figure up there as well. You just think Uniov need to get hold of the ball, get their bodies up the pitch and maybe support him a little more.
Rather complimentary comparison.
I can't be 100% every time. That's my one.
And that's the beauty of Varsity, isn't it? The friendly banter.
Yeah. I think that's a technical term.
Yeah. Robberman over the top. There is 2 Uniov players chasing this down, but Hallam are able to sweep it away. Forward again and loose, and easy for Hallam to see out. Be interesting to see what the managers say at half time.
Yeah, he might just want his team to calm down a little. I think it's been quite an erratic first half. Definitely most of the chances going to Hallam.
Berry getting a talking to, the latest in a long line of Uni-Off players that are maybe just showing a little bit too much anticipation, too much eagerness.
A few of them getting called to the head teacher's office, definitely. Berry and Robin under the Chiefs. From this, you expect it to go right into the mix.
Good connection from Williams, and it does go into the middle. Good header away by Norton. Owusu gets it further away for Uni-Of. Chance now for Wallace to break on that right-hand side. Gets away from one. Plays it forward towards Schofield. It's a decent-looking ball. It's easily watched. And all the way through for Williams, who started the attack for Hallam.
Seems to force it a little bit, Uni-Of. They're getting in good positions, but these balls just aren't coming off as it so far.
Montero not happy enough to chase that down. Goes all the way through. Little clap for his troubles.
He's doing a lot of running down in that area. They're looking to play Uni-Off, but I'm not sure they have yet. Again, it goes long.
Montero challenging Owusu for the ball, but it's the fullback that wins that battle. Schofield puts his body on the line. Now Berry on the charge for Uni-Of. And round the back from Schofield, it just hits his ankles. That's a great opportunity. Good work from Berry, and well watched by Owusu out. Really, really good driving from Berry.
Yeah, he's just finding himself in the game a bit more now, and that's an excellent reverse pass. It's just unlucky. Schofield, it's come off his heel. Otherwise, I think he'd have been through there.
There seems to be a rhythm to this game that Hallam have all the ball, but when Uni-Of do break, they do get into the final third more often than not.
They're looking to be clinical, definitely.
Berry deflected to Robbermond, looking for Schofield again direct. Williams comes out of his area, has to be careful here. Ref did flag for offside. Lovely ball towards Montero.
It's a great run from Montero that he's just got inside Owusu at left back, and it's a brilliant ball. It's just maybe a yard too much.
Dropping deep is Robbermond. Across to Norton. Owusu still looking for options. Robbermond at the heart of everything that Uni-Of have done today, whether that's winning the headers or dictating the play. Now a chance for Uni-Of to break into the middle. Two looking for it. Chance here for Wallace. It's squeezed all the way through. And again to run a play, Uni-Of have opened the scoring.
Well, it's the first period of possession that they've had Uni-Of. It's excellent play. It's a brilliant run by Wallace. He's found himself in the box, and it's a brilliant finish. I think it's gone through the keeper's legs. It's an excellent finish into the corner.
He's saying he missed varsity last year through injury, but it has been his best scoring season with 5. He's added another one to that.
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that's the first period of possession that Uni-Off really had. They've used it well. Robberman did well coming from deep. They've worked it well and found himself in the box, and it's a brilliant finish from Wallace.
It was a brilliant driving run from Chesko to be able to create the opportunity. I mean, Wallace really couldn't miss when he got slid in. Uni-Of who've not had the best of times against Hallam this season.
You have to say it's against the run of play as well. Hallam have been having most of the opportunities, but Uni-Off find themselves at the other end and they've scored.
I think we touched upon earlier is that when you have that pressure, you need to make it count.
Yeah.
Hallam certainly haven't, and they've been punished for it.
They need to keep their heads up now. They need to keep playing the way they have been.
And a little bit nervous passes by the Hallam back line. Robberman putting his foot in fairly, starting to feist up a bit. Celebrating every tackle like a win.
I think that goal's definitely livened the game up a bit.
Unioff seem to have a lot more confidence now as well. They're throwing themselves back into tackles, and it'll be interesting to see whether they start to take control of this game a bit more now as well.
There's certainly a lot more fire in the Unioff players. But it has just sparked the game into life. It has just opened the atmosphere up. It certainly hasn't been a game where a goal was needed. It was a thrilling encounter up until the goal, but it's just put the cat amongst the pigeons, and it might just open up for the end of this first half and across the second half. Robberman, Unioff trying to double their advantage. Over to the right hand side, it's Line, early ball in towards Schofield all the way through. Miscontrol, just loses the touch.
Yeah, they're really starting to find themselves on the ball a bit more now. I think Hallam's starting to make a few mistakes as well. They want to keep their heads up though, because they started well, and I'm not sure they deserve to concede that goal.
It's a confidence thing, and football is a funny old game. Every throw in, every challenge starting to up the atmosphere, up the ante. It's important that Hallam don't rush this. They've been the better of the two sides, but they're set to go into the break 1-0 down. We saw the danger from Coop's throw earlier on in the game, but has Burrell got that in his locker himself? Towards the edge of the 6-yard box, it is a Hallam head that flicks it on. Might fall for Murray in the middle. It's happy to work it way wide. Hallam win the free kick.
You want to be careful here, Unioff, because they're giving away a lot of free kicks in and around the area, and corners as well. And I mean, as you say, the law of averages, one of them's going to drop.
Certainly a more aggressive style of play from the Unioff. And at the moment, brute force is coming out on top. Another free kick for Hallam as a couple of drops of rain fall onto the nose. Five in the middle in a maroon shirt. Any final instructions from the bench? It's high into the middle. McGee does really well.
Brilliant from the keeper again. He's a really calm influence in there.
Quick distribution to Robberman as well. Unioff in a hurry to double their advantage. Millen in midfield. He's just kind of lost his way over the course of this first half. He got himself on the ball early. Chance now for Hallam to try and work the lines. They just haven't been able to do that in the last 10 minutes.
It's just not working for Hallam.
Distribution from McKee hasn't been the best today. As long as he keeps it out of the goal, that's all that matters.
Captain Ollie McGee as well is really keeping his troops going. He's very vocal. Seems like a very calm head at the back as well.
Heavy ball over the top. Montero's never going to reach that.
I have the sense that Hallam are just starting to force it a little bit now. I think at 0-0 they weren't under much pressure and they were playing their own football, but now they're 1-0 down. They're just starting to force that ball over the top and be a bit more wasteful.
Yeah, the momentum has certainly shifted since the goal. It's just important for Hallam that they keep their mental notes. They were playing some lovely football up until that point. McKee forward. LeBron misses it. Hallam forward again. Out to the right hand side towards DeFalco. Hit the post earlier. Can he cut into his left foot again? He does. Low ball across the box. Cut out by G. And away for Unioff to break again. DeFalco always looks dangerous when he shifts the ball onto his left foot.
I think they need to start giving him the ball more on that left wing. He's got the beating over there, and he's got the chance there to get a ball in on his left foot.
Try and make that time in this first half. Just seems to be something about Varsity that really brings the best out of the Uni offside. Weathered the storm and about to go in at the break 1-0 up. Unless Rio Murray can create anything here for Hallam. Fat Unioff come forward. Schofield has snuck his way through. It was good defending in the end by Allen.
Yeah, that's well read there by Allen. Schofield again looking to get him behind, but he's just put it out. A few time wasting tricks starting to come out now as well.
Allen with the ball in midfield, looking to find any solace that they can going into the break.
More of your friendly banter there.
We apologise for any rude sounds you may have heard on this broadcast. So Unioff lead 1-0 in the men's football first. Head towards the break, ball up towards Montero. Ball touched by G, but it's well swept up by Norton. Unioff happy to send the ball forward towards Schofield. Wins the header this time, the number 9. Montero, he's been dangerous every time he gets forward. Loses possession this time to Norton. Here goes Norton into the path of Berry. Loses possession now, a chance for Hallam to break. Norton forward. That pass has got to be better.
You've got to think they can be cleverer there because, you know, Norton's found himself way out of position, but wasteful.
One check of the watch from the referee. Hands on the hips as well. He thinks McKee's taking too long to take that kick.
Double teapot.
Millen. Is this the last chance for Hallam this half? Ball up down the line towards Montero. Francis Coop, who's tripped up by line. Felt that there was a foul there, but it's only a throw into Unioff.
Yeah, I think out of that front three for Hallam, I think Cook's found himself in the game the least, maybe. It's a rough challenge on him there.
A little bit of a bang to the head. Just we ebb away to the break. Who's been your player of the half so far?
Well, I think Robin One started the game aggressively for Unioff, trying to pick up the ball deep and drive forward. Rio Murray and DeFalco have looked good for Hallam. They've looked to get the ball into the box, but it's the killer touch from Unioff.
And they go into the break at Varsity. A goal to the good through a wonderful finish by Alec Wallace against the run of play. Hallam did hit the post earlier on the half. DeFalco shifting the ball into his left foot and hitting the foot of the woodwork. But alas, it's 1-0 to Unioff at half time in the men's firsts. Back out to half time. It seems like Unioff have the bragging rights when it comes to the rugby. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I'm sure Hallam will be hoping to get their own back in this second half, but it could go any way really this second half. The first half was a half of two halves in many ways, and yeah, I think we'll just have to see what happens.
Team still separated by that Alec Wallace goal. So one sub at half time for University of. Just trying to work out who that is. Change at centre back, it looks. Figure out how to get there. Well, Sam, we're ready to go in this second half. What do Hallam need to do to get themselves back into the game? Do they need to change anything from that first half performance?
Well, I mean, they had a period in sort of the middle of that first half where they were playing some really good football and making some clear-cut chances. I think if they go back to that, if they don't lose their heads, if they play football again, then they have a chance of getting back in the game. But I think the Uni of, they have a chance to catch them on the break at any opportunity, really.
Uni of started with quite an aggressive style of play. With Robland already on a yellow card, do you think that's going to continue?
Yeah, I'd expect it to. I think it's definitely been their game plan. They've given away plenty of free kicks, but I think they're backing themselves to defend them. So I can't see any difference in approach this second half.
Hallam have 45 minutes to save their Varsity.
It'll be interesting to see the approach of Robbermond again, whether he'll put another strong challenge in at the start of this half, with him being on a yellow as well.
There's a go. Goalkeeper checks from the referee. Crowd are certainly behind the maroon. And the second half of the men's first football is underway. Hallam immediately looking to knock the ball about. It's well closed down by Robberman. Might cause a problem for Williams there. Nice and calm and collected by the Hallam goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'm sure the manager will have echoed our thoughts about keeping possession, about keeping the ball on the floor. I'm sure he'll have been saying something like that at half time, just to keep their heads.
Loose ball back into the Hallam back line, but they're able to work the ball wide. Kelleher into the path of Cook. Long diagonal ball towards Montero. It does come all the way through for Montero. First chance for Hallam in this second half.
It's a good ball from Cook there in behind Owusu.
Burrell looking to cause the problems. Round the back towards Murray, inside the box. Shifts onto his left foot. Sends it back to the edge. Might fall here for Montero. Well blocked down. Really well blocked by Uni of.
Well, Murray finds himself in a really good position there, just on the right hand side of that box. Pulls it back, and it's a good block in there.
Positive starts to the second half from Hallam.
Definitely, yeah.
Over the top towards Robbermond. He's only got Schofield to aim for in the middle. Wallace might make a late break into it.
It's a good run from Robin there. Just takes the pressure off Uni of. Have it up the end of Hallam.
Had a bit of a career highlight earlier this season against Leeds Beckett. Robbermond scored a 40-yard volley, and he's shown that quality today, although he hasn't gone for a goal at 40 yards. He's going to flick the ball in now. It's Schofield, just can't control it. Might fall here for Wallace. It's well cleared up to the halfway line. Back into the path of Wallace, the goal scorer. Early ball into the middle, easy. Well watched by Williams.
Well, when Lyon picked up the ball there, Robberman was screaming for it at the back post. Disappointed he didn't get the ball in, I think.
Murray, the victim of a strong challenge in midfield by Gino Cesco. So that Uni of still not afraid to stick their boots in. Millen trying to turn the cogs for Sheffield Hallam.
There's plenty of room for Hallam if they look to switch the play a bit quicker than they are doing.
Over the top towards Montero. Murray trying to sneak in behind himself. Good work by Owusu. Lovely feet by Owusu. And then loose ball. Didn't give Berry much of a hope there. It was good work from Berry to win the ball and draw the foul. It was a pretty bit of a hospital pass by Owusu there.
Yeah. I'm not sure Berry will be thanking him for that one. He stayed down as well.
Right in front of the dugout, so immediate treatment. That's always a positive.
He knows what he's doing.
Do you think we'll see Uni of maybe try and run down the clock as much as possible this second half?
Yeah, I think we've seen already they're not adverse to the dark arts, so I'm sure Hallam would do the same thing if they were 1-0 up. I think they might take their time a little bit more over these free kicks.
Looks like Burrell's going to go into the book for that challenge on Berry. That's one yellow card each for either side. First challenge of the first half, first challenge of the second half.
At least he's consistent. You were going to say that, weren't you?
Free kick to Uniov, just inside the Hallam half. There's a lot of movement from Chesko. You just know that Robbermond is going to be the target. He towers over the Hallam defenders, said Robbermond. And there's the ball in towards the D, headed away.
It's a good header in there from Bradbury.
Kicked over the shoulder, easy for Williams. Good communication by the back line from Hallam.
Interesting with the keeper rolling it out. They're definitely still looking to play their football. Plenty of room here for Bradbury as well.
Long diagonal ball towards Montero. Can he create an opportunity for Hallam? He's got 2 to aim for in the middle. Montero happy to go alone. Here's the overlap from Cook. And a low ball into the middle, flicked in by Murray and just wide of the target.
Well, that's much better from Hallam. It's a good run from Montero. And Murray's found himself in the middle with an opportunity. I'm not sure what's happened there.
Yeah, it looks like he just got the wrong side of the post. It was the right flick to do, but had he been inside the post when he received the ball, he probably would have scored. But
yeah, he's made a couple of those runs from deep to that near post. I think maybe he could go to the back post.
I'm still probing and pressing. They're certainly not out of this game, and they know that for certain. Managed to get that draw against Uniov in that final game of the season.
I think they'll know if they keep the pressure up, then the opportunities will come, and it's up to them to put it in the net.
Burrell forward into the path of Cook. Tries to flick it onto Montero. Might still be a chance here for Hallam. Montero under pressure from G. Well worked by the Uniov captain. And across comes Wallace to swipe the ball out of play. No nonsense again from
Good
Uniov.
running from Montero again. He's really making an outlet out of himself.
Tireless striker. Not quite finding the joy in front of goal as he wants, but Hallam will win themselves a corner. They had many in the first half. Never quite got that delivery spot on, but
still going for the inner swinger.
In swinging, chance for Hallam. Towards Murray, headed away at the near post. Only as far as Montero. You know he can have a go from here. Still kept alive now. What can Millen do? He's got space to cross, left-footed. Oh, it's a lovely ball to the back post. It's a poor header, really. I think that's DeFalco at the back there.
It's Allen, I think. Yeah, he has to do better there at the back post, Allen. He's come up from centre-back and he's found himself in acres of space, but he's headed it well over. He's got to be looking to head it down there, really.
Uniov will be concerned that Millen had far too much space on this left-hand side. And
yeah, it's a great ball as well.
He's, with his weak foot, just kind of adds a few more questions to the Uniov defenders. They can't really give Millen that space to swing a ball in. Headed by Allen. This one's on the money. Bradbury. Back to the path of Burrell. Up towards Cook.
Touch.
Lovely work by Hallam, and Montero's broken the line. There is Montero on the wrong side of the Uniov defence. Just cuts back. Drives back, and he probably wants to stick the ball into the middle there, but Hallam happy to recycle it, start the attack again. Montero just getting in between the lines.
I think it's important that Bradbury gets on the ball as well. He's certainly sitting back and trying to sort of orchestrate their attacks. Another chance to get the ball in here.
Yeah, not as many maroon shirts sent forward as there was in the first half. Maybe they just feel that they need to stop the counter-attack when the chance presents itself for Uniov.
Yeah, maybe they're looking more towards the second ball when it's cleared and recycling it.
Millen over the free kick. Referee just telling him to take it 5 yards back. Not that it makes much difference.
No.
Pedants from the referee.
Certainly meticulous.
Burrell looks like an overlap, just trying to drag Schofield away. Millen will deliver into the middle. That's a Hallam head in there, but it's flicked further away. Only as far as Coop. long switching ball. It was pretty hopeful.
It's the right idea from Coop. They're certainly finding room out on the wings, so a quick switch of play isn't the wrong idea.
Murray, always a danger. Wins the throw-in. Still looks like he's got full of energy in this second half. Drive forward now, Bradbury. Little flick over the top towards Murray. Well rested in by McKee.
Keeper's come out really well there. It's a good ball from Bradbury, and yet again Murray's run into the box, but the keeper's is brave there as well, diving at the feet.
And that's a little bit of creativity that Hallam can show.
Yeah, it's a clever pass.
Certainly seems to be the same kind of rhythm as the first half. Hallam having all the ball, all the chances. Oh, it's a lovely ball around the back towards Montero. Charlie Lyne does very well to knock that back to the keeper. The flag is up on that far side. And the flag is up on this near side as well. Be interesting to see which one the referee goes to first.
Yeah. It's a really good pass in behind there for Montero. Maybe a yard extra on it would have taken 3 players out of the game.
Uni of it turned into their subs bench. Ed Berry's got his yellow card. See his day come to his end, his varsity come to an end. He's put himself about really well. Looks like the number 10 Ben Mello, who scored in varsity last year, will be taking his place on the pitch. At the end of the day as well. For Alec Wallace, the goal scorer. It's a standing ovation from some of the Uni of fans. His goal separates the two sides. Ball into the path of Millen. And then again, receiving the ball, looking up over the top, and it's well swept up by G. 10 minutes into the second half. He made the opening exchanges.
Well, I think it's going much the same as the first half. I think Hallam looking to control more of the possession, but you know they're not taking their opportunities, and there's always the danger that the University of could break and score again. And they have brought on another goal scorer with Mellor, who's perhaps going to try and support Schofield a little more because he has been a bit isolated.
Hallam do have the corner though. Did any of these count so far? Allen had a glorious opportunity last time he went up. He's on the edge of the box at the moment at number 4. Movement from the Maroons to the near post, but the cross goes to the far post, and that's when the delivery has to be better. All of the movement from Hallam there was towards the front post. Really kept alive by Bradbury. Just overran it a little bit and it's out for a goal kick. When you corner, when all your players run towards the near post from a corner, you don't put it to the far post.
There has to be more quality on the crosses, really. You've seen one good cross from Millen early on, but there's not been enough to really challenge that defence.
Schofield. Now a chance for Uni to come forward. To the path of Mellor. Now Schofield. Mellor wants it again. Schofield gets to the byline, delivers into the middle. Goal kick for Hallam. Stefan Bruggers is the other arrival onto the pitch for Uni of. Space on the right hand side now. Montero trying to drive forward. Lovely flick over the top by DeFalco. Now a chance for Hallam to break into the box.
Well, that's brilliant football from Hallam. They've built up all the way from the keeper there. That's what they're looking to do, really, and they've won a corner out of it. And I mean, hopefully they can put a better ball in the box than they did last time.
Looks like Langawan Yama has also come on for Hallam on that right hand side. Both managers making their subs early in the second half. Chance to deliver into the middle for Hallam. Plethora of maroon shirts again. The cross is poor. Goes all the way through to the far post. The Corners have not counted. They've had enough
Big
of them.
chance now.
It's allow Uniov to break over the halfway line with Mellor. He's got Schofield to his left. Mellor goes alone. He's tripped up there by Will Gibson. Gibson comes into the game and immediately sees himself in the book.
Well, I think it's tactical, isn't it? I think Mellor's made a brilliant run there from their own half. And yeah, that's a very cynical challenge.
Gibson would have been disappointed to be on the bench today, but just a couple of minutes in to his varsity, he goes into the book.
Theme of early yellow cards, I think. Maybe that says something about the pace of the game.
Touched upon earlier about Robberman's tendency to hit them from distance. This is very central.
Yeah, you'd expect him to be a target from here, but if he's standing over the free kick, maybe he's looking at having a hit. It's a windy day, it might wobble a little.
You presume that if they were going to cross it into the middle, he'll be on the edge of the box.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like they might just be setting it up for him here.
4 in the wall for Hallam, no draft excluder. Don't get that at university level.
Well, if he goes under the wall.
Rodmond and LeBlanc over the free kick. Oh, the referee has just ended up the consistency there. It looks like there's going to be a bit of encroachment. It looks like there's going to be a yellow card here.
It's Coop.
Just wonder what Cameron Coop done there. He just shifted a little bit forward.
It's a bit harsh to give a yellow, maybe?
Into the book, but he has to set up the wall again. James
Okay.
Williams. Feel sorry for Robinson, he was just about to line up a shot.
Could have been dangerous, that.
Just hope the referee doesn't break up the play in the
Well,
rest of the second half.
Uniov will be happy if he does.
Robinson then, over the free kick. Oh, it's a great effort, it's just over the top.
Well, the keeper was beaten. He's hit it really hard towards that top right corner. I mean, the free kick's all 30 yards out. And yeah, it's a really good hit.
Second goal would really kill the game off for Uniov. Robinson, a couple of foot over the bar, but like I say, he caught it really well.
Yeah. Maybe if you give him another one, he might just put it a bit lower.
Set his sights. Hallam send the ball forward then. Headed into the path of Montero. Good battle. It's been a good battle all day between him and Owusu. Bradbury. Millen. Now Coop. Space to run into if he can. Sends the ball up the line. He's got round the back here, Hallam.
That was a brilliant ball from Coop in behind, and it's a good run as well. It's perhaps a bit of a waste.
Elliot Burrell, who seems to have moved to left wing now.
Yeah.
Interesting change.
Yeah, they pushed him forward a little, I think.
Just wonder whether Hallam have got enough in the tank to find themselves back in the game. They've prodded and probed, haven't they? But they haven't really tested McKee.
No, the chances
second
dried
half.
up a bit. I think if you go on balance, maybe Uniov have had the best of this second half so far.
As it remains, Uniov will be taking the spoils in the varsity this year, which will be their first win over Hallam this season. Wind is starting to pick up here.
Uniov just starting to take control of the ball now in Hallam's own half. See kicks from the keeper are sticking usually.
Owusu up the line towards Ruggers. Flicks it on to the path of Schofield. Now a chance for Chiesco to bring it down. It's well swept up by Coop. Can Hallam come over the halfway line now? Well, that's pretty poor, and you just feel like Hallam are just running out of steam at the
You
moment.
feel like that substitution of Mellor's made quite a difference because he sort of made a link between the midfield and Schofield up front, and it's just allowing Uniov to put the pressure on when Hallam have the ball and keep the ball as well.
A few more changes on the bench for Hallam. Now Wanyama will come on. Uniov with the throw on the left-hand side. Owusu. It's a little bit
Interesting
strange.
technique.
Flicked on by Mella. Coop wins the header. Wanyama with his first touch. Just sends it into orbit. Allows DeFalco to chase. This will go out of play. It's a good knock down the line. Millen picks up for Hallam. Shields the ball well. Back to Coop. Wanyama wants it in the middle. Goes back out to Millen. Good touch with his left foot. Still remaining patient, Hallam.
Yes, it's good play. It's good play. They really need to make a difference in that attacking half, though.
Looks like Uniov are just happy to get their shape. Every time the ball comes forward, just knock it, send it forward.
They're soaking up the pressure really well.
Towards the path of Burrell. Runs out of play. It just seems to be lack of quality at the moment in the second half for Hallam. Few talks of a foul there. Uniov do win the free kick. 20 minutes into this second half, you feel like Hallam need to really push on now. What can Uniov do in the final 25 minutes of this one? Final 25 minutes of Varsity. Final game of the season. Hallam able to finish above Uniov in the Bucks League. The Varsity is where it counts. Uniov send it forward. Mella's the target. It's well watched by Wanyama, out of play. Sam Chabak is happy for Partus. Varsity is a big event. He's off to cover the women's cricket. Charlie line at right back for Uniov. Sent over the halfway line. How's Coop's touch? Excellent. Brings it in, keeps it in. Linesman shakes his head. Matt Jadhav playing just in front of us here. Coming on for Hallam. Wanyama with a powerful header. Hefty touch by G, who just goes down. He's just picking up a little bit of cramp. Hope this isn't a bit of a gamesmanship from Union. It was a poor touch from G. G's put himself about a bit all game. Seemed to have just blocked everything today. Receiving treatment for cramp. Longest servant at the club, Ollie G. Took the captain's armband this season. Dusting himself down and asks for the substitution. That's the end of Ollie G's day. Very impressive performance at centre back today. If that's his last Varsity appearance, he'll be quite proud of it. But Hallam will resume on this left-hand side. Callum Cook will throw it. Down the line, Hallam looking to flick it on towards the path of Burrell. Falco picks it up.
There's 20 minutes left.
Long throw almost worked in the first half. This time it goes into the path of DeFalco's feet. Coops, first time ball into the middle, easy for McKee. Rarely tested today. Union happy to knock the ball about in these final exchanges. Make sure they run down the clock, keep possession. Into the path of Wanyama, been busy since coming on. Robbermund, little give and go with Mella. Wanyama seems to be a dominant presence in midfield. Sent up the line towards Burrell, chance for him to sprint after it. Norton comes across and plays it out of play, but better from Hallam to put the ball into dangerous areas. Just over 20 minutes now for Hallam to claw themselves back into Varsity. DeFalco, ball into the middle, skied high by Robbermund, more up than out. It's a lovely touch in there. Union are happy to knock the ball away, back into the halfway line. Wanyama strong in the challenge. Robbermund, can he send the ball forward? Always looks to be direct. Nice ball in towards Mella, and Mella's touch just evades him, just lets him down there. It's a nice turn by Millen in midfield. A little bit of quality on show now. Great work by Chiesco to get away from Jarav. Looks like there's going to be a few more subs for Hallam. Looks like Elliot Burrell is going to have his day. Solid performance by Burrell. Kelleher as well. It's the last of the changes for Hallam. Coop, dispossessed by Chesko. Maybe a chance for Unioff to put the ball into the middle. Don't want to let it bounce in there, and Allen is happy to take a touch and launch it out of play. Space there for Chiesco to knock the ball into the middle. Can Unioff find that crucial second goal to seal Varsity? Mella tries to turn in the middle. Wanyama, calm head, sends it up over the halfway line. Owusu lets it bounce. Gorgeous work in midfield there. Stand forward in towards Chiesco. Well cut out. Millen will come forward now for Hallam. Passes just not clicking at the moment for Callum Coop and Sheffield Hallam. Well, as ever, Varsity looks like it's swinging in the way of Uniov. Another victory for the rugby team today. And at the moment, the men's firsts are also going to be picking up those points to lead Sport Sheffield to victory again. It will be their 8th consecutive win if they do get over the line. All over the top towards Coop. Can he bring it down? Onto his left foot. Decent ball into the middle. It's spilled there by McKee only momentarily. That's the closest that Hallam have really got in this second half. Really good hands again by McKee. It's been solid. As we edge into the final 15 minutes here at Sheffield Sports Park. Bounces over the top. You don't really want to let it bounce, and Mella's in, and that's a massive chance to finish a game, and Mella tries to square it back to Schofield. Uniov with a gilt-edged opportunity to make the point safe, to make the victory safe. There might be a chance for Hallam to get on the counter-attack as Bradbury, ball into the middle, headed away. Nice chance here for Millen to strike the ball. It's high and wide and over. But it's starting to open up again. A lovely ball over the top. Hallam indecisive at the back, allowing it to bounce, allowing the deadly duo of Mellor and Schofield to get round. Mellor got the shot away. It was a good save with the feet by Williams. And the pullback just narrowly behind Schofield. You'd feel like a second goal would really kill the game off. But as we are, it's still 1-0. Alec Wallace's goal, the difference between the two sides. This low shot into the bottom left corner, which opened the scoring. And Union have done really well to hold on to this lead so far. Heading into the pass of Falco. Drives forward. What have they got left in the tank? DeFalco. It's over the top again. Tries to send the ball into the middle. Millen the target. Might fall here for Dylan Gregory. Touches port. Coop for support. Gregory, little ball roll. Coop. Left-footed ball into the middle. More hope. There's a Hallam head in there. But it was never going to test McKee in the goal. It's been a memorable year for both of these uni sides. Solid performances in the league. There was no catching Leeds Beckett this season. And certainly the best of the rest. We've had an entertainment game here so far. Just kind of reached a lull at the moment as Union have looked to preserve this lead. Coop on this left hand side. Dylan Gregory looks to break the lines. Decides to go back to his centre half. James Core, the introducee, back into the path of Allen. Gibson. Square again. Hallam have done so much today. Just knocked the ball about without any real purpose. Coop forward. Flicked into the path of DeFalco. Swept up by the Union defence. Coop. Wanyama. Busy since coming on, looking for the crossfield ball. Burgers just had to watch that with intent, ensure that that goes out of play. Gibson was trying to edge in behind. Throwing to Hallam. Put out to Schofield. Union looking to put Hallam to the sword. Coop with a touch. Rodman goes in and he had to get that right, already on a yellow card. Coop looking over the top for DeFalco. That's an excellent ball towards DeFalco. It does bounce. DeFalco causing problems. He might have an open goal here. DeFalco has to hit the target. Does just that! And Hallam are level! A huge mix-up in the Union defence. And Luca DeFalco has netted against Union again. Is that the momentum shift in this game that Hallam needed? Just less than 13 minutes left on the clock. Will Hallam build on this? That was the loudest cheer of the day. An excellent finish by Luca DeFalco. Well, it wasn't pretty, though much of Hallam's play today has been. Luca DeFalco won't care. He's netted for the second time against Union this season. Top scorer in all competitions this season. That was his 10th strike. He's not quite found the form today that scored that hat-trick against Northumbria early on in the season. But as James Williams receives a little bit of treatment in the Hallam goal, you just wonder, is this the turning point in the game for the Maroon? Union just need to collect their thoughts. Just need to ensure they don't lose their heads. They defended this lead up well until that point. It was a horrendous mix-up between McKee and the defender, Norton. They share an embrace just to up their confidence levels. But this game is now there for the taking. We're up for a thrilling last quarter of an hour here at Sports Park. We were just reaching a lull in the game. That goal has really sparked things into life. James Williams is okay, and we're back underway here. Luca DeFalco cancelling out Alec Wallace's opener. Millen up the line. Heavy touch there by Jadav, but Line does really well to flick it over Jadav's head. Jadav just has to be a little bit careful in that situation. He did dive in. Owusu into the path of Bruggers. Easily cut out by Allen. Ooh, that's a hospital ball and just about dealt with. DeFalco, the goal scorer, full of confidence now, full of energy, away from Owusu. He's got two in the middle to aim for. One of them's Gregory. It's flicked away. Only as far as Bradbury. Now Gibson. Bradbury. Give and go, loses in possession. Can Uniov come over the halfway line now? It's a strong challenge there. The referee thinks it was fouled. Gregory in the book. Hefty challenge in the centre circle, just breaking up the play. Just what Uniov wouldn't have wanted. Exactly what Hallam would have. Third yellow card of the game. A thrilling encounter. 10 minutes left to go, plus any injury time. There's been a few stoppages. You just felt with the substitution of Ollie G that maybe University of Sheffield just lost that experience at the back, hence leading to the goal. They have a chance to come forward now. Free kick in towards the box. Is there a yellow head? It does flick all the way through, and that was Ben Mellor. Better contact on that, and that could have been an opening for Uniov. Chances galore at the end of this thrilling Varsity men's first encounter. Had some classic games so far this season. This has been right up there. Allen in a right back role. Gibson. Hallam don't want to take the sting out of this game. They've got the momentum. Coop forward. That's a decent ball towards Gregory. It's a good flick away there by Norton. Watch that well, the Uniov defender. Robinman the target. Well won by Jadav. Gregory comes from an offside position. He sort of knew it as well. That was an interesting battle. Jadav beating Robinman in the air. Luca DeFalco cancelling out Alec Wallace's goal. That's the story of the play here. Cam Coop, ball touch. Mellor flicks away, great feat by Ben Mellor. Pokes it into the path of Bruggers. Space here for Miles Bolger, who's just come on. Great feat by Bolger. Gets away from one, gets away from two. Space to shoot, does just that. He's never troubling the goal, though Charlie Line was following that with interest. Just wonder if either side's going to create those golden opportunities. That was a good introduction to the game by Miles Bolger. And the nervousness is just starting to etch its way around the sports bar. Line with the throw for Union. Big challenge there. A chance for Union to send the ball into the middle. 5 minutes to play. Good work there by Chesko. He'll dust himself down and send this ball into the middle. Interesting that Union haven't sent everybody forward. They know they've got the cavalry in there to win the headers. They've done that at almost every set piece so far today, defensive or attacking. Only a two-man ball from Hallam as well. A little bit of zonal marking from the Maroon defence. Chesko will deliver this. Chance for Union. Chesko delivery high. It's easily watched by Williams. Can't blame the pitch. The pitch is looking absolutely spanking today. Poor touch from Bruggers. We're into the final exchanges here at Sports Park. We expect there's going to be a hefty bit of injury time. One more change up top for Union. See the introduction of Toto Takahashi, international student from Japan. Sent over to Allen at right back. Looks like Allen are happy to have possession in their own half, but Bolger can play the ball forward towards Robberman. Can he get away from the Hallam defence? It's a superb challenge back there. He sent forward over the halfway line. Ironic cheers from the Union contingent. Nested over the dugout. Still got the women's first to do today. That will kick off at 5 o'clock. Flicked over. Takahashi tried to squeeze in behind. Nifty young player. Coop. Tired ball forward. Millen does well. Good win by Takahashi. Tries to offer an option down the line. Chesko does really well. One Hallam player is down. It sounds like he's locked in, but there's still a chance here maybe for Mella. Just trickles all the way through for Williams. Looked like Core just kind of tripped on his feet there. Gregory the target. Good hold up play by the small number 9. Bolger. Spreads wide. Loose pass. Will Chesko get there? No, he won't. Chance for Hallam to put the pressure on. Flicked into the middle, into the path of Jana. Here's Gregory on the edge of the box. One block off the Union defender and out for a throw into Hallam. Is there one? Twist to the tail at the end of this varsity fixture. Coop with the throw in. And straight into the hands of McKee. It's great goalkeeping at this stage of the game. Keeping his concentration, Elliot McKee. Testament to him, this is his first. Not below the top towards Takahashi, who just trips under the pressure of Lewis Allen, but he's never going to reach that. Yeah, back to Elliot McKee. He impressed in performances with the 4s this season before being elevated to the first. Testament to him. Making his men's first debut tonight. Probably at fault for the Hallam equaliser. There, everybody gets one. Ball up towards Gregory. Norton cuts it out and out of play. Hallam pressing the buttons towards the end of this one. Gibson with the throw. Bradbury. Gibson putting himself into the challenge. Excellent work. Falls to Millen now. Now a chance for Jadav to turn. He's got space for Coop on this left-hand side. 3 in the middle in a maroon shirt. Decent ball into the middle. It's good defending at the near post there by Josh Morton. Had to get that right. DeFalco was lurking with intent.
I think it's better that they go after they.
30 seconds left of the 90. Hallam with a corner. Only 2 back on the halfway line. Delivery hasn't been good today by Millen. That's into the 6-yard box. It just comes off Core. Might get a second chance, Core. Just bounces about in the uni of penalty area. A little bit of indecision by both attackers and defence then. I make that time. 90 minutes we're into, whatever the referee, the judges to add on. Ball over the top. Headed into the path of Wanyama. Now Jadav. Is there a late sting in the tail? Decent ball into the path of Gregory. DeFalco in the middle. Bradbury making a tear into the far post as well. But Gregory's cross is poor. It's up to Chesko on the halfway line. Can Uniov maybe take the spoils? Mella away from Wanyama. Bruggers to his right, just poked through. Mella just needs to be a little bit more convincing in that final third. He had a great opportunity to seal the win today, one-on-one with Williams. Has he been made to rue that missed chance? Robbermond. Fouled in midfield, definite foul there by a Hallam man. Matt Jadav. In a hurry to get this game. Chesko down the line. He's got space to deliver the ball in. Takahashi wants it in the middle. It goes low. Well cut out at the near post. Jadav forward. Get away from one. It's well shielded by Robbermond. Nice and calm in possession. Chesko. Poor touch. Millen. Now Bradbury. Leading from the front. Out wide to Gibson. Asking for options. Doesn't receive them, has to go back to Bradbury. And that's a hopeful ball by Bradbury up the line. Not what Hallam need to do in these final few seconds. A bit more movement on the Hallam bench. Bolges. There's a nice chest there by the number 12. And into a challenge with Wanyama. Good to see that the fight's still there in the final few seconds of this year's Varsity. Bradbury gets away from 2. Uniov, lovely little carousel. And then it's a poor ball up the line. Takahashi, that's a good touch, and that's a good turn. And now Uniov can break forward. Wanyama comes across and wins the challenge. Floodlights just coming on at the end of this one. Wusu forward. Maybe the last chance for Uniov to send something into the box. We believe. Ball comes forward. Might fall here for Mella. Might still fall here for Mella. It's over the top. In fact, it was Eddie Norton. Sent himself forward. Just a late chance for Uniov. We believe it stays like this, it will go to penalties. Well, that's a loose pass. Maybe a chance for Takahashi to win it. Toto Takahashi misses his touch. Relief for Hallam, but only momentarily. Chesko, can he pull the ball back? It's Mella, and it's cut off by Core in midfield. Robbermond sends the first time ball into the middle. It's under James Williams' crossbar and he does really well to hold on to it. Union think it was over the line. Linesman didn't think so. Cheers at every tackle. Huge opportunity for Takahashi to win it there. Just lost his touch, just lost his foot in at the vital moment. Hallam survived by the skin of their teeth. Wanyama, long switch, it's going to bounce. Will Coops touch bring it in? Yes, he will. Under a little bit of pressure. Left-footed ball into the middle. McKee comes to claim and does very well. It's kitchen sink time in the Varsity. Chesko. Gregory wins the ball in there. Wants the foul. Wanyama does well to win it in midfield. He's been everywhere since coming on. Wanga Wanyama. Owusu. Flicked on towards Takahashi. He goes down, Takahashi. Good opportunity here for Union. That's a foul that Lewis Allen really didn't want to commit at this stage of the game. I just wonder how long this referee's playing on additional time. That's the 5th minute. Goes back to the original contact. Takahashi may have just conjured up the opportunity for Union to steal Varsity. 2023. Rubberman in there. Chesko in there. Takahashi in there. Norton in there. Ball in, over the top, over everybody. Waste of a cross. Round down the clock. Needs to make sure the passes are right there. Williams. Coop. Loses the ball, Coop. Just about gets a foot in. He needs to get himself back into position now if Union want to take the quick throw in. Referee wants Charlie Line to be right in line. Pardon the pun. Charlie Line. Bounce, throws. High, long. Headed away by Cam Coop. And a bit of a stick on this left-hand side, Cam Coop, but he's had a solid performance today. I say just a little bit of friendly banter from the Union fans. Line to chuck the ball into the middle. Robberman makes a late dash into the box. It's over him. It might still fall here for Robberman! It's bouncing over the line. It's in the 6-yard box and Toto Takahashi can't turn the ball in. A miraculous block by Lewis Allen. And there was the opportunity for University of Sheffield. And that is the final action of Varsity 2023. Toto Takahashi just needed to turn it in. Robberman couldn't get a clean contact on it. And Union desperately close to winning this. They took the lead through Alec Wallace in the first half. And they defended valiantly. Until a mix-up at the back meant that Luca De Falco levelled the scores. And full time at Sports Park Pitch 1. It's Sheffield Hallam 1, University of Sheffield 1.